Hello, this is Hiroshi Hayashi, Hamama City, Japan. Today's story is about a Davinci trick, a map drawn by 2D photograph technology. Apparently, Leonardo da Vinci was assisted by aliens. This is a story about it, and I'll show you the fact with pieces of evidence. Now, if you wish to stay in the labyrinth of mysteries, I don't care, but if you don't want to get out of this labyrinth, please watch this video and see these facts. This is a map of city Imora, Italy, by Leonardo da Vinci. This is a city, and you watch very carefully this map, and this map is exactly the same with actual sort of view, aerial view from the space, like this. So my question is like this, and the size of the city is about 1.5 kilometers, sort of I say big enough and not small, but the map itself is exactly the same. And this is a map drawn by Leonardo da Vinci, and I'll show you why this was drawn with the help of aliens. Have a look at this street and lanes. As to the map of Da Vinci, even the smallest part of the street or lanes are exactly the same. Even the widths or sort of rows are sort of precisely described as you see here, right? And watch very carefully is even the street lanes, and even the as to the Da Vinci map, it is very strange to see the houses. Even the houses are drawn in, and this very strange, very sort of a complicated shape of the street are exactly the same. Have a look at this: narrow, wider, and this is a sort of a square on the street. And have a look at this: the smallest lane in the map, and this is the line of the street, and even the widths of the street are precisely drawn. And also have a look at this here, right? And just compare these lanes and roads and street with your eyes. Okay, smallest lane here, and even the crosses are very exactly unfit. Anyway, have a look at this here, right? Sorry for my poor English, but I want you to know that this is not sort of a map you see or you know, because houses, have a look at it here, right? Inside the house is also drawn precisely like this. Inside the house, how could he do it? Or he could do it measuring each street, measuring widths of the each street and angles and everything. Have a look at it here, right? The road became a bit broader here, and so Da Vinci map is this is the smallest lane, maybe probably about 2 meters, 3 meters width, and this lane lines the main street. And among the main street, there's a very small lanes, and these small lanes are also precisely described in Da Vinci's map. It is possible for humans walking down the street and measuring the each street and angles of the each street. It is possible. Just think, have a look at this part of this map, right? The Da Vinci map was drawn about more than 500 years ago, and the map you see from the Google Earth is now, right? In these 5 years, nothing has been so much changed as to the roads, broader part of the roads, street, and small tilted down towards the church or something like that. And this is a sort of a very complicated sort of a figure or a shape street. Have a look at this here, right? He drew in such a small, sort of a very round road, and here the road became wider and smallest lane about 500 years ago, but now here. And please have a look at this corner of the street. Have a look. This is the corner of the street, and now you see how it is. Of course, about 500 years ago, there are fewer houses. Still, it is impossible to draw lines on the walking on the street because houses used to be like this partially, and streets are like this. And again, I show you how exactly they are the same to each other. Have a look at the smallest lane. And have a look at sort of a notch crossing. All right? Here. And here. And here. Just think how could do it. I say it's impossible for even the Davinci, whom you say genius. Okay, make it upside down to fit so examine or investigate the street, how they're the same to each other exactly, right? So Da Vinci drew this map very precisely without any error at all. How could he do it? And another road, I make it upside down again, right? Upside down, right? And now you see how exactly the same they are to each other. This is a street, another street, and compare up here from here, right? And this is a street, this is a street. They're exactly the same. Another road. I'll take up another road to investigate the roads and to show you how they are the same to each other, how the same they are to each other, right? And street comes up here and comes up here, and have a look at this map of Da Vinci. There are houses, even the houses among the street. And now I measure the distance between this point and 100 south, and on the map 82 millimeters, and on the Google map 524 meters, and on the map of printed map 41.5 millimeters. Sorry, this is wrong. Millimeter, 41.5 millimeters. So divided the actual length by the length on the map, printed map, 12.9 something, then 12 point something. Another, I chose 2 point this time here, 474 meters, and on the map, printed map, 38.00 millimeters, and divided them into like this, 12 point something and 12 point something again. So you know this map was really exactly drawn, precisely drawn, not precisely drawn only. I say my conclusion is that it is impossible to redraw this map walking the street like this. Now Irona, the city of Irona is like this. This is a street view of Google Earth. Probably this is a sort of a very important place, city hall or something like that, and this is also a very important place. This building has been here over 500 years ago, since Da Vinci days, and this is the street views of Imora. So just think, it is possible not for a man or several men, anyway, it doesn't matter, but for man to draw such a map on like this, street views of Imora. So one thing he could do is to measure each street and each houses and angles of the street. Now I say it is possible to make such a map for humans. So another trick Da Vinci did is these lines. These lines mean nothing or means nonsense. Okay, can you see the sort of lines here, right? Like this here. So he just cheated us, just as if he showed it, measured their angles like street, and these lines mean nothing. As if he measured each street of the street. He wanted to cheat us, I say. So I say this is a Da Vinci trick. I say, Davinci trick. At the end of this video, I'll show you how they are exactly the same to each other. This is the actual view, aerial view from the space. And now change it into Da Vinci's map, exactly the same. How could he do it? I say Leonardo da Vinci was assisted by aliens. This is my conclusion. What else is he? Thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Bye.